20 meanest Hollywood stars who will never change. You'd never recognize today. Hollywood loves a good redemption arc, but not every star is willing to play along. These 20 celebrities have earned a reputation for being downright mean, and despite years in the spotlight, they haven't changed a bit. From rude encounters with fans to feuds with co-stars, these stars became known more for their bad behavior than their talent. Ready to meet the meanest Hollywood stars who you'd barely recognize today? Let's dive in. Michael Jordan. Acclaimed as one of history's greatest basketball players, Michael Jordan's off-court persona has also drawn considerable criticism. His legendary competitive spirit, while fueling his extraordinary achievements, has reportedly strained relationships with numerous colleagues and associates. Although his Chicago Bulls career culminated in 6 NBA championships, reports of harsh treatment towards teammates cast a shadow on this success. Former teammate Horace Grant, for instance, characterized Jordan as a bully, alleging consistent verbal abuse of players who fell short of his expectations. The ESPN documentary The Last Dance featured Jordan's own admission of aggressive behavior. He stated, "My mentality was to win at all costs. If that meant pushing people to levels they didn't want to go, it was worth it." This demanding approach reportedly continued after his playing days. As Charlotte Hornets owner, accusations of fostering a hostile work environment have surfaced, with multiple sources describing him as an intimidating figure who discourages dissent. Furthermore, Jordan's interactions with the media have often been dismissive, characterized by curt responses or avoidance of engagement. This behavior has cemented his reputation for being aloof and inaccessible. Despite his remarkable accomplishments, some critics contend that his conduct has alienated many and reinforced the perception of him as overly authoritarian. While Jordan's status as a basketball icon remains unchallenged, his history of contentious relationships reveals a more nuanced and complex legacy. Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian, a prominent figure in reality television, entrepreneurship, and social media, is a highly divisive personality in Hollywood. Her rise to fame on Keeping Up with the Kardashians has resulted in both widespread acclaim and significant criticism. While Kardashian has undeniably built a substantial empire through fashion, beauty, and advocacy, accusations of demanding behavior and insensitivity have persistently surfaced. Several incidents illustrate the controversies surrounding her. Behind-the-scenes accounts from her reality shows allege that she can be exceptionally demanding and inflexible, imposing stringent standards on her staff. Critics also point to her apparent prioritization of image over other concerns, frequently causing friction in professional collaborations. An anonymous source reportedly remarked, "Kim's world revolves around perfection, and that level of control can make it challenging to work with her." Her public interactions and media appearances have also faced scrutiny. Accusations of cultural appropriation, notably the 2019 launch of her shapewear line initially named Kimono, generated considerable backlash. Although the name was subsequently changed to Skims, the initial choice was widely criticized as insensitive. Kardashian addressed the controversy, stating, "My intention was never to disrespect any culture," yet the criticism persisted. Her remarkable ambition and marketing acumen have undeniably established her as a cultural icon. Yet these same qualities have contributed to perceptions of self-absorption and detachment. Despite philanthropic efforts and legal advocacy, Kardashian remains a focal point of ongoing debate regarding celebrity privilege and responsibility. Taylor Swift. Despite her global fame and chart-topping hits like Shake It Off and All Too Well, Taylor Swift has faced accusations of difficult behavior, while carefully crafting a public image of authenticity and relatability. Some industry professionals and former collaborators have voiced concerns about her professional interactions and her assertive control over her narrative. Swift's high-profile conflicts with numerous celebrities, including Kanye West, Katy Perry, and Scooter Braun, are well documented. Her very public dispute with Braun over her master recordings, where she accused him of bullying and manipulative behavior, became a significant media event. Although many fans strongly supported her, Critics argued that her public approach portrayed her in a combative light. Braun himself commented in an interview, "I don't like seeing people's reputations torn apart, and I think we live in a time of toxic division." Within the music industry, Swift is renowned for her exacting standards and tight control over both her creative work and public image. Former collaborators have described her as demanding, with one anonymous producer noting that working with her necessitates an all-or-nothing loyalty. Journalists have sometimes found her challenging to interview, citing her reluctance to discuss certain topics and her tendency to direct the conversation's flow. Swift's reputation as a shrewd businesswoman and exceptionally talented artist is undeniable. However, her methods have been occasionally described as excessively calculated and strategic. Nevertheless, her dedicated fan base and continuous success clearly indicate that these criticisms have not significantly hampered her remarkable career. Are you surprised that Taylor Swift made it to this list? Leave a 1 in the comments if you agree, or 0 if you disagree with this list. Jennifer Lopez. Despite her immense talent and global stardom, earned through iconic roles in films like Selena and chart-topping hits such as On the Floor, Jennifer Lopez has faced criticism for allegedly being difficult to work with. While her ambition and tireless work ethic have undeniably propelled her to the highest echelons of Hollywood and the music industry, some collaborators and industry insiders have described instances of behavior that could be seen as diva-like, negatively impacting her professional image. For years, numerous reports have detailed Lopez's demanding nature. On movie sets, she's known for her exceptionally precise and exacting demands. A former crew member is quoted as saying, "Jennifer has high expectations, and while that's admirable, it can sometimes create a stressful environment for the team." These accounts are mirrored in stories from her concert tours, where crew members have described her as incredibly detail-oriented and quick to express displeasure when things don't meet her expectations. Her interactions with the media and the public have also come under scrutiny. She's been accused of being aloof and unapproachable, with rumors persisting about strict rules forbidding eye contact from those around her. However, Lopez has dismissed these claims, saying, "I work hard, and I expect the same from those around me. That doesn't make me a bad person." Although these controversies exist, many colleagues have commended her exceptional dedication and passion. Ultimately, Lopez's undeniable talent and iconic status in the entertainment industry continue to outweigh these criticisms, though her remarkably high standards remain a subject of ongoing discussion. Julia Roberts. Frequently dubbed America's sweetheart for her roles in beloved films such as Pretty Woman and Erin Brockovich, Julia Roberts' behind-the-scenes persona has sometimes contradicted her charming on-screen image. Despite her undeniable talent and enduring success, allegations of challenging behavior have persisted throughout her career. Colleagues and crew members have reported Roberts exhibiting temperamental behavior on set. During the filming of Hook 1991, she reportedly earned the nickname Tinkerhell from some crew members due to alleged mood swings and demanding behavior. Director Steven Spielberg, while not directly criticizing her, acknowledged the difficulties, diplomatically stating, "Julia was going through a tough time during that shoot." Nevertheless, the nickname endured, symbolizing her reputed unpredictability. Roberts' interactions with other actors have also generated controversy. Significant tensions arose between Roberts and Nick Nolte during the production of I Love Trouble, 1994, leading to them reportedly avoiding filming together whenever possible. Roberts later described Nolte as completely disgusting in an interview, a remark met with a similarly harsh response from Nolte, underscoring the intensity of their conflict. However, Roberts has also received praise for her professionalism on many projects. Some collaborators have described her as focused and determined, although occasionally reserved. Addressing her reputation, Roberts herself stated, "I'm not here to win a popularity contest. I care about the work." While her undeniable charm has cemented her status as a Hollywood icon, accounts of difficulties on set reveal a more multifaceted personality than her public image suggests. Kanye West. Kanye West, a celebrated musical innovator and cultural icon, is as renowned for his groundbreaking albums including My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy and Graduation, as he is for his controversial actions. His extraordinary talent is undeniable, however. His career is also marked by numerous incidents that portray him as a challenging figure in both his public and professional life. West's unpredictable behavior frequently dominates news cycles. His infamous interruption of Taylor Swift's acceptance speech at the 2009 MTV Video Music Awards remains a highly controversial moment in pop culture history. Swift described the event as humiliating, a characterization West defended by stating, "I fight for artists. That's who I am." This pattern of public outbursts has continued through numerous contentious interviews and social media posts targeting former collaborators, ex-partners, and even large corporations. Professionally, West's perfectionism has served as both a creative catalyst and a major source of conflict. Many producers and collaborators have reported working under intense pressure, frequently facing last-minute changes and complete project overhauls. One former engineer described West's unpredictability as making it impossible to keep up with his vision. Recently, West has incurred significant criticism for inflammatory statements, leading to the end of several major business relationships, including the highly publicized split with Adidas. Despite the numerous controversies, he remains unapologetic, consistently framing his actions as integral to his artistic process. In short, while Kanye West's musical and design genius is unquestionable, his history of erratic and confrontational behavior has undeniably alienated many, creating a complicated and ultimately controversial legacy. Sandra Bullock. Celebrated for roles in films like Miss Congeniality and her Oscar-winning performance in The Blind Side, Sandra Bullock has consistently projected an image of professionalism and charm throughout her career. However, even she hasn't escaped occasional criticism regarding her on-set demeanor. Bullock is frequently described as meticulous and deeply invested in her work, a dedication that some collaborators perceive as demanding. An anonymous former crew member commented, "Sandra is incredibly focused, which can sometimes make her seem unapproachable. She expects a high level of commitment from everyone. While this intense focus earns her respect, it can sometimes create tension with those unprepared for her rigorous standards." Bullock's interactions with the media and fans have also produced mixed responses. Although generally considered affable in interviews, she has occasionally offered curt or guarded answers, particularly when addressing personal topics. This relative reticence with the press has sometimes been interpreted as aloofness. However, Bullock has explained, "I value my privacy because it's what keeps me grounded." Despite these criticisms, Bullock's overall reputation remains exceptionally positive. Numerous co-stars and directors have praised her collaborative spirit and commitment to her craft. Actress Betty White's description of Bullock as one of the kindest people I've ever worked with is but one example of this widespread acclaim. Therefore, while some have voiced complaints, Bullock's long and successful career, coupled with overwhelmingly positive feedback from her peers, paints a picture of a star who effectively balances high professional standards with genuine dedication to her work. Love this video? Show some love with a like and a subscribe. Hate it? A like would still be awesome, and your feedback in the comments will help me improve. Rachael Ray. Celebrated for her accessible recipes and popular TV shows like 30-Minute Meals, Rachael Ray has built a considerable brand. However, behind her consistently upbeat on-screen demeanor, some former colleagues and staff members have accused her of demanding behavior. Claims of tense working conditions on her shows have emerged from reports by former employees. These reports suggest that Ray could be both demanding and dismissive. One former staffer stated, "She expects everything to run perfectly but doesn't always communicate her expectations clearly, which can lead to unnecessary stress." Furthermore, some sources claim her dedication to perfection occasionally resulted in impatience with production teams, fueling behind-the-scenes conflict. Ray's interactions with the media and fans haven't always been positive. Her responses to interviewers have at times been described as brusque or non-committal, particularly when dealing with controversy. For example, her endorsement of particular food products prompted criticism from nutrition experts who argued that she was promoting unhealthy eating habits, a contradiction to the emphasis on simple home cooking on her show. To this, Ray has responded, "I'm not a nutritionist, I'm a cook. My job is to help people enjoy food, not dictate their diets." While her directness and drive have earned respect within the culinary community, these same qualities have also contributed to negative perceptions among some. Despite this, her enduring success points to a talent and connection with the public that clearly outweigh any controversy. Katherine Hegel. Katherine Hegel, once a prominent star of Grey's Anatomy and popular romantic comedies such as 27 Dresses, has experienced a notable career decline, largely attributed to a reputation for being challenging to work with. Hegel's difficulties began during her time on Grey's Anatomy, when she infamously withdrew her name from Emmy consideration in 2008. Her statement, claiming the season's writing wasn't award-worthy, was widely interpreted as a criticism of the show's creators, reportedly straining her relationship with showrunner Shonda Rhimes. Numerous collaborators have described Hegel as demanding and difficult on set. A former co-star from Knocked Up highlighted her criticism of the film in a Vanity Fair interview, labeling it sexist, a comment that alienated some within Hollywood. A producer who worked with her described Hegel as possessing a sense of entitlement that fostered tension during productions. Hegel's interactions with the press and industry figures have further contributed to her reputation. Known for outspoken interview comments, often at the expense of her own projects or colleagues, she was indirectly referenced by Shonda Rhimes in a 2014 interview, where Rhimes stated she avoids hiring nasty people based on past experiences with certain actors. While Hegel has publicly apologized for past actions and expressed remorse about her reputation, critics argue her career struggles reflect the long-term repercussions of damaged professional relationships. James Corden. James Corden, the British actor and comedian best known for hosting The Late Late Show with James Corden, has faced ongoing accusations of difficult behavior despite his generally affable on-screen personality. While his charisma and talent have propelled his career, numerous reports from colleagues, staff, and others in the entertainment industry suggest a pattern of problematic conduct. Several incidents have contributed to this negative reputation. Former staff members from The Late Late Show have accused Corden of creating a tense work environment, claiming he can be both dismissive and demanding. One source alleged, "James has a short temper, and when things don't go his way, it's the staff who bear the brunt of it." Corden's treatment of restaurant staff has also drawn significant criticism. In 2022, restaurateur Keith McNally publicly banned Corden from his New York City establishment, describing him as the most abusive customer his staff had ever encountered. Although Corden subsequently apologized, McNally's accusations served to validate pre-existing rumors about Corden's behavior outside of the public eye. Other celebrities have also hinted at difficulties with Corden. Comedian Eric Andre, for instance, called Corden rude in an interview, while others have privately characterized him as egotistical. Corden has dismissed these claims, stating, "I always try to bring joy and laughter, and I'm sorry if that hasn't always come across." In conclusion, despite Corden's continued popularity, these controversies highlight a significant disconnect between his carefully cultivated public image and reports of his private behavior. Bruce Willis. Famous for his iconic roles in action films such as Die Hard, The Sixth Sense, and Pulp Fiction, Bruce Willis has enjoyed a long and successful Hollywood career. Yet, despite his on-screen charisma and acting range, accusations of difficult on-set behavior, especially in recent years, have surfaced. On-set tension, according to numerous reports, was sometimes caused by Willis's demeanor. Kevin Smith, the director of Cop Out 2010, publicly characterized his experience as extremely challenging, describing working with Willis as soul-crushing. Smith claimed that Willis showed little enthusiasm for the project and refused to participate in any promotional activities, significantly damaging their professional relationship. Criticism has also been leveled at Willis's interactions with the film crews. Many sources report that he could be dismissive and uncooperative, sometimes even clashing with directors over creative choices. A former crew member commented, Bruce doesn't suffer fools, and he can be very direct, which not everyone takes well. In recent years, concerns about Willis's health and ability to concentrate have grown. Some reports suggested that cognitive issues may have influenced his on-set behavior. In 2022, his family's announcement of his aphasia diagnosis, a condition affecting communication, provided important context for the challenges observed during his later film projects, and was met with an outpouring of public support. Zoe De Chanel. Zoe De Chanel, beloved for her roles in New Girl and 500 Days of Summer, is widely admired for her unique charm and distinctive screen presence. However, behind her whimsical on-screen persona, some collaborators and industry insiders have suggested that working with the actress and musician can present certain challenges. De Chanel's on-set reputation is somewhat mixed. Reports indicate she can be quite specific about her work. This meticulousness often results in polished performances, yet it has also been interpreted as inflexibility. A former New Girl crew member remarked, "Zoe has a very specific vision of how things should go, which sometimes makes collaboration difficult." This drive to maintain creative control has been seen as both a strength and a potential source of friction. De Chanel's public image, specifically her carefully cultivated, adorkable persona, has also drawn criticism in interviews. Some argue this doesn't always reflect her real-life personality. Although fans appreciate her perceived authenticity, industry sources have occasionally described her as reserved or dismissive when discussing subjects she finds uncomfortable or irrelevant. An anonymous colleague stated, "She's a perfectionist and that can come off as guarded." Despite these criticisms, De Chanel's dedication and professionalism have earned her considerable praise. Co-stars frequently commend her strong work ethic and ability to create a positive on-set atmosphere. Max Greenfield, her New Girl co-star, described her as a true leader and team player. In summary, while she might be demanding at times, De Chanel's talent and commitment have solidified her reputation as a respected figure in Hollywood. Guy Fieri. Guy Fieri, the flamboyant host of diners, drive-ins, and dives, is renowned for his bold personality and his evident enthusiasm for comfort food. His energetic on-screen presence has earned him a massive following. However, behind this popular persona, some critics and colleagues have described working with him as challenging. Reports from various production teams suggest that Fieri's larger-than-life personality can sometimes lead to unprofessional conduct. A former producer on one of his shows described him as unpredictable, often impatient, and resistant to direction. This producer commented, "He's passionate about his work, but that passion can sometimes come off as arrogance." Furthermore, rumors of clashes with network executives over creative control, with Fieri allegedly demanding substantial creative autonomy, have circulated. Fieri's public appearances have also attracted criticism. He's faced negative feedback for comments perceived as insensitive, and accusations of perpetuating negative stereotypes in his portrayals of certain cuisines have been made. Despite this, Fieri has consistently defended his approach, stating, "I'm here to celebrate food and the people who make it, not to criticize." Conversely, Fieri's significant philanthropic efforts are widely praised. His fundraising for restaurant workers affected by the COVID-19 pandemic, for instance, raised millions of dollars. Many colleagues describe him as generous and supportive, suggesting that any perceived difficult on-set behavior is likely fueled by his passion for food and people, rather than any intention to be unkind. Drake Bell. Drake Bell, primarily known for his role in Nickelodeon's Drake and Josh, has experienced a significant decline in his career trajectory, largely due to a series of controversies and allegations. Once a popular figure in family entertainment, Bell's personal and professional conduct has raised serious questions about his behavior and accountability. Bell's reputation suffered a considerable blow in recent years following legal difficulties. In 2021, he was charged with attempted child endangerment and disseminating material harmful to juveniles, pleading guilty and receiving a sentence including probation and community service. This followed accusations from a former partner alleging verbal and physical abuse during their relationship. Allegations Bell denied, yet further contributing to his damaged public image. On film and television sets, some collaborators have described Bell as unpredictable. While no major professional incidents have been widely publicized, his diminished opportunities suggest a negative reputation that may be hindering his ability to obtain new roles. An anonymous industry insider commented, "When an actor's personal life becomes a distraction, it's hard to justify hiring them." Bell's interactions with fans and the media have also come under scrutiny. Critics argue that his online presence often reveals impulsivity, with cryptic or dismissive posts that intensify negative public reactions. While he has apologized for some of his past actions, his efforts to repair his image have been met with considerable skepticism. In short, Bell's actions have not only negatively affected his career prospects, but have also significantly diminished the positive goodwill he had established early in his career. Comment "okay" if you found this video interesting. Your engagement helps us grow. Thank you. Ezra Miller. Ezra Miller, known for roles in The Perks of Being a Wallflower and The Flash, has faced numerous controversies significantly impacting their career and public image. Born in Wyckoff, New Jersey in 1992, Miller began their career in opera before transitioning to film. Miller's behavioral problems became increasingly public in 2020. A video seemingly depicting Miller choking a woman outside an Icelandic bar surfaced, raising concerns despite the lack of formal charges. 2022 saw multiple arrests in Hawaii. One involved disorderly conduct and harassment at a karaoke bar, quickly followed by a second-degree assault charge for allegedly injuring a woman by throwing a chair. Later that year, they faced a felony burglary charge in Vermont for allegedly stealing alcohol. These incidents resulted in legal proceedings. Beyond legal issues, accusations of harboring and grooming minors further complicated their public image and raised significant concerns about their conduct. These repeated incidents generated widespread negative press and severely damaged their industry reputation. While Miller has publicly apologized and sought treatment for complex mental health issues, the consequences of their actions remain substantial. Their future participation in major films like The Flash was uncertain at the time of these events, highlighting the significant professional repercussions. The numerous accounts of erratic behavior reveal an individual grappling with serious personal challenges amidst a high-profile career. The success of any future efforts to repair their image and career remains to be seen. Jesse James. Jesse James, the flamboyant television personality behind Monster Garage and a prominent figure in the custom vehicle world, has been a subject of intense scrutiny, with his personal controversies drawing almost as much attention as his on-screen accomplishments. His reputation has been significantly tarnished by allegations of infidelity, unprofessional conduct, and public scandals. A defining moment arrived in 2010 during his marriage to actress Sandra Bullock. Following Bullock's Academy Award win, reports of James's infidelity became public, leading to a high-profile divorce. This scandal severely damaged his personal image and sparked widespread public condemnation. In a televised interview, James admitted to his actions, stating, "I took a perfectly good life and threw it away." Professionally, James has also been criticized for his demeanor. Former employees from his West Coast chopper shop have described him as demanding and volatile, with a low tolerance for errors. Reports suggest his reality TV productions faced challenges due to his controlling nature and unpredictable temperament. A former producer commented, "Jesse's passion for his work is undeniable, but it often came at the expense of those around him." Beyond the workplace, James's public statements and associations have further complicated his image. A photograph of him in Nazi-related attire, which he tried to dismiss as a joke, added fuel to his reputation as a polarizing figure. In conclusion, while James remains a skilled craftsman and a recognizable face in reality television, his personal and professional controversies have profoundly impacted his career and public image, creating a legacy that is highly complex and deeply contentious. Kuba Gooding Jr. Kuba Gooding Jr., once lauded for his Oscar-winning role in Jerry Maguire, has faced significant reputational damage due to allegations of misconduct and erratic behavior. His considerable talent earned him Hollywood prominence, but a series of incidents have severely overshadowed his career. Some industry sources have criticized Gooding's professional conduct, reporting difficulty in collaborating with him and alleging unprofessional on-set behavior. A former crew member stated, "Cuba's unpredictability made it hard to maintain a steady working environment." Co-stars have also alluded to tension stemming from his tendency to overpower scenes or resist direction. More seriously, numerous allegations of inappropriate conduct in public and private settings have surfaced. Over 20 women have accused him of sexual misconduct, ranging from unwanted advances to physical assault. These accusations culminated in his 2022 guilty plea to forcibly touching a woman in a New York nightclub. Though he avoided imprisonment, the case significantly damaged his public image. In court, Gooding stated, "I apologize for ever making anyone feel disrespected." Despite attempts to revitalize his career with roles in American Crime Story and smaller independent films, these controversies have largely shaped his public perception in recent years. While his early work remains memorable, his off-screen actions have fueled ongoing conversations regarding accountability and redemption in Hollywood, leaving a complicated legacy. Terrence Howard. Known for compelling roles in films like Hustle and Flow and Iron Man, acclaimed actor Terrence Howard has faced significant criticism for his off-screen conduct and troubled professional relationships. Undeniably talented, his career has been substantially impacted by various controversies. Howard's reputation as a difficult colleague is well established in Hollywood. His exit from the Marvel Cinematic Universe after portraying James "Rhodey" Rhodes in the 2008 Iron Man is often linked to a salary dispute. He claimed the studio drastically lowered his pay for the sequel, forcing his departure. However, sources within the industry suggest his demanding personality and strained relationships with cast and crew significantly contributed to the decision. His later statement, "It's just business," did little to quell the negative press. His personal life has also been intensely scrutinized. Multiple former partners have leveled accusations of domestic abuse, some resulting in legal action. This has led to considerable public backlash and raised serious questions about his behavior outside of his acting career. While Howard has refuted many of these claims, they remain a contentious aspect of his public image. Howard's perfectionism and strong artistic convictions have sometimes caused friction with directors and co-stars on set. While some admire his dedication, others have found his intensity difficult to handle. A former colleague summarized the situation. "Terrence is intense, and that can be challenging." Despite these controversies, Howard remains a respected performer with several roles showcasing his talent and range. However, the complexities of his personal and professional life significantly continue to shape his career trajectory. Despite these instances of questionable choices, Lawrence consistently demonstrates responsibility, readily acknowledging and rectifying her missteps. Her outspoken support for gender equality in Hollywood and her extensive charitable activities via the Jennifer Lawrence Foundation further emphasize her valuable contribution to the industry. Some stars grow kinder with time, but these celebrities seem stuck in their old ways. Which one surprised you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more shocking stories from behind the scenes of Hollywood.